Hi, it's the 10th of November 2020. Hopefully you can all hear my voice because my mic was messed up from playing Phasmophobia. And we are here to hang out with some cool and weird folks and maybe try and seduce them just a little bit. None of us, just the game that we're doing. No on-stream seduction, that came out weird.
Speak for yourself.
I know, right?
Hey, baby. Joining us on the stream tonight, I am here. I am your host, and I am also drawing Nifty Hat. Also with me is Eve.
I'm COVID-free, baby.
Yeah. Not having a 1% chance of dying. Can I get a yeah for not having a 1% chance of dying?
Yeah.
Also here is Taki.
I'm also not dying, as far as I can tell, except for just in the normal, slow descent
Per second.
Yeah,
kind of way.
1 second per second.
That's me.
Change that. That's gonna be my new formal strapline for this show. Like, I'm Nifty Hat, dying at a rate of 1 second per second. There are some other faces on here who might join us. Maybe not. Maybe not. We don't know.
Who can say?
It's a mystery to everybody.
It's a mystery.
All right, I quit. Eve, you can host this now. Just you obviously you got this better than me, huh? Yeah. So we are doing Monster Camp. It's camp. There are some monsters.
There's some dating.
There's some dating. There's some smooching. Do you actually smooch anyone in Monster Prom?
No, but they talk. Oh, Monster Prom? I don't know, but they talk a lot about it in Monster Camp.
Okay.
They talk about smooching a lot.
I know in Monster Prom you don't smooch, but you do some rude things with a penguin mask.
Oh wow.
Some sordid things. What is it? The reverse Wilkinson?
The penguin mask is in the second game. I can confirm.
Oh, cool. Polly is not like a dateable character. I should wait till we actually get past the pictures before we start talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna have to tell me so much about these games because I've just sort of like I've dabbled, I've looked around. I'm like, yes, this is very up my alley. I also just am very haven't played it either of them.
Son of a
Okay.
bitch, I found a high-res version of that Monster Camp. Anyway, keep going.
I'm just gonna take a hot minute because I'm pretty sure that the Discord video thing's not set up, so I'm just gonna.
Oh, nice. Okay, we're gonna work it out.
Just gonna do that.
I'm just gonna like share. I'm gonna share some stuff in one of my Discords. I'm gonna tell some dinguses come say hi.
Yeah, I love dinguses. Get some dinguses up in here to hang out.
Up in here.
Alright. Eva, you ready to pitch, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
My pitch is very short, just so everyone knows.
Okay.
But yes, I am ready. Mine is Kingdom Camp. Basically, I just want to draw like Kingdom Hearts characters.
You want to get sued by Disney.
Yeah. I wanna draw Kingdom Hearts characters and/or Heartless, and/or nobodies. I just want to draw in this cute Monster Prom style of art. There's enough characters and there's enough wacky adventures. Like the whole thing about Monster Prom and Monster Camp is there's like a bunch of wacky adventures you go on every single time you do anything. It's like ridiculous stuff. And yeah, I think it would work really well with the cast of Kingdom Hearts because they're fucking goofy as hell.
Can I? Goofy as hell. And Donald. And Mickey. Can I just quick pitch something back at you?
Obviously.
So, you know the 385 / whatever days DS game?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if it, instead of it being like, oh, you go on missions to harvest hearts, it's just Organization 13 trying to date each other.
Yeah, so I kind of like that was kind of what I was picturing.
Okay.
Was mostly the organization, but like you could definitely throw the other characters in there as well. Probably not as dateables, but maybe as dateables. I don't fucking know.
I want to date Riku or Riot. Alright. I mean, I probably want to date Axel more, but Riku also.
I mean, Axel's such a pretty boy.
Yeah.
He brings you ice cream.
Alright.
That's all I look for in a man.
Right? That's all you need.
That is a fine attribute to look for. Just great. Alright.
Okay, well, that was my pitch.
Tucky?
Me.
You. Let me just do the thing. There we go. Alright.
All right. My time to do the thing?
Your time to shine.
Well, you see, this is my very fancy pitch, which I think I have a very old version of this logo now that I have seen the other ones. But I would like to pitch Monster Factory Camp. I would like the opportunity to date the Final Pam, the Squirting Turtle Man, Ja'am, just all of the greatest hits. I think they are looking for love in all the wrong places, and I think they should take some time at camp.
Can we just pause for a second? I want to make sure we're on the same page. This is the Mabim Bam thing, right?
Yes.
This is the Polygon, previously a Polygon series, Justin and Griffin McElroy.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah.
That it's the same Monster Factory and it's not something that's not them.
That's right. Yeah. No middle sliders. Just all the love.
Not sure I could handle dating the Final Pam.
Any of them?
I don't know about any of them. Like,
but what about Dr. Sex Gun?
I'm sure I could manage Griffin's what's his creamy business boy, or however he describes him.
Cream face business boy.
Yeah. I could manage that, but like not.
Also look at Ja'am. Ja'am, he looks so soft. Got so many hands.
So this is going to be my turn to not know specifically what you are referencing.
Hell yeah!
I've only seen like a few Monster Factory.
I think I've only really
episodes.
Okay, wait. Hold up.
It's pretty easy to find some of these things by scrolling.
Oh, look. Okay, wait. I have look. Okay, this is gonna win y'all over.
Oh my god, there's a tier list. Oh yeah, obviously Final Pam has their own tier.
Look, if this wasn't a winning argument, I don't know what is. That's Ja'am. Or is that Ja'am? No, are they both?
Oh man, I have mad props to like the Final Fantasy XIV character designer making it really hard for them to make an ugly character.
Yeah, this is the Garfield one. This is the Squirting Turtle Man. I forget this guy's name. I forget. I haven't seen all of these, but
hang on, wait. What's the dude with like the really red face and green? I know that could cover like a lot of these dudes.
Yeah.
When the glasses, that one.
I can't remember his name. All I know is this is Dr. Sex Gun, and I can't believe he's this far down.
Oh wow, yeah, that's this looks undeservedly low. All right.
Anyways, that's my pitch.
Tucky, I'm not sure I want to date any of these people.
What is wrong with you?
This seems like a lot.
In the general, and this is my reaction to it.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Anyway, do you have a pinch?
A pinch?
A pitch?
Yes.
A pitch and a pinch?
Yes, I have a pitch and a pinch. So, my pitch is Monster Camp Cook Serve Delicious. I was going to write Cook Serve Delicious Monsters, but I didn't have enough time. You're not cooking and serving the monsters. That would be weird. It's just like Monster Camp, but you are cooking delicious food for other monsters to win them over. Because I wanted to draw pictures of monsters from Monster Camp cooking stuff, making delicious food.
Damn, we're on the same page. I just want to draw this character as this other character.
So my original pull for this was going to be Food Wars, like Shokugeki no Soma, where it's like a food battle, but I was trying to make it more Tucky friendly because I wasn't sure if Tucky had seen Food Wars before and didn't want to have to dip into 2 new franchises.
I just assume I don't know shit, and I will Google it.
Have you?
You just tell me. Just tell me what to Google, and I'm there.
Have you played Battle Chef Brigade yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, it's that. It's fucking Shokugeki, but you play as the battle chefs.
Food Wars is what if there was a cooking anime but with shonen sensibilities, so when there's like they taste the dishes, they eat some of it and their clothes explode off their body and they go into like a crazy
in technical reality.
Yeah.
It's just that's the metaphor of it happening.
And there's like always a really weird, unique, crazy sequence related to whatever food. So when somebody makes apple risotto, the like Prince of Apples comes and whisks them away on a magical ride.
It's entirely possible that Pidgey may have told me about this because she definitely did tell me about like some bizarro food animes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that sounds. It's definitely at the top of people's like bizarro food anime.
Yes, it is the bizarro food anime of choice. I did not make a straw poll for this, so I will do that right now. So we've got Kingdom Hearts, Monster Factory, and also Cooks Up Delicious is just like a really rad meditative game after a while. I have to put in a title with Monster Camp. Show me them results. I'm not even in the Twitch stream right now. Not having restream chat right now is the worst.
I believe in you. I think you can handle this.
I'd be more excited about the cooking thing if I knew more of like the things they eat in the actual, because then I could be like, oh, I'll draw some really weird monster prom food.
Yeah, look, I'm just making it all up as I go.
I mean, that's
eat guacamole and chips.
Okay. Once again, speaking my language.
That's not the thing I meant to hide. I meant to hide this. All right. Give me them audience votes. I am. Oh, what am I voting on?
Put me on yours, Duncan.
All right.
I just don't know how I feel about drawing the fucking horrifying monster factory.
How dare you? But you can make them cute, like they're from Monster Camp.
I don't think you can make those things cute.
Okay, that's rude, first and foremost.
I'm gonna go on Kingdom Hearts. I also don't feel great about creating pixel art.
Thank you.
Oh shit, that means it's up to me. Ooh. I'm gonna go with Kingdom Hearts.
That's me.
All right.
Do we get
I didn't get anything in the restream in the straw poll, but maybe the straw poll's broken.
Yeah.
Maybe my attempt to post into
maybe nobody's watching
Twitch is,
and everybody
yeah,
hates us.
Twitch is pretty calm right now. I think is GlitchCon happening tonight? I'm just curious. It's possible it's not. Maybe people are just prepping for it.
Okay. Well,
I don't know who.
Oh, we have a vote. We have a vote for Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
I bet it's Liddy.
Probably. All right.
Okay, who?
Well, I guess Kingdom Hearts. It is.
All right.
To hide non-participants. Oh my gosh.
Participants.
Hey, Taki.
Participants.
What?
Taki, you achieved your goal.
What?
You were like, the one thing I want is for my stream to not disconnect.
Oh, fuck yeah. Making it happen. Everything's fine.
Oh, bet. Okay, this is not good.
What?
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I clicked the button that's supposed to hide everyone who doesn't have a stream, and like nothing happened.
Oh,
Huh.
I'm gonna go over to the intermission slides real quick, and then I'm gonna come out of Discord and re-enter it and see if that helps.
okay. So, in Monster Prom, Monster Camp is basically Monster Prom with a different setting. That's
Yeah.
and different datables.
Wait. I don't think anyone can hear us. Should we wait for the stream so we have
Yeah,
content?
you guys, your voice should be back now.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Monster Prom, you want to ask somebody to prom because if you don't, you're a huge loser.
Okay, relatable content.
Yeah, and so you go do things with people. First, you take a little quiz, and it'll set you up with your first encounter with your whoever you match with based on the dating quiz you take. And every time you go do anything, there'll be a little thing that happens, and it'll be related to most likely the person you're trying to date, but it might also be related to other people. And then every time you try things, it matches your stats. And so if your stat is too low, you will get a negative, it'll turn out poorly, and then you will lose some stats. If your stat is high, it'll turn out well, you'll gain stats, and then you might even gain hearts with your boo.
Ya boo!
And in the base game, there's 6 choices. With the DLC, there's 8 choices. And then Monster Camp is the same thing, but instead you are gonna go smooch somebody during
Summer camp.
an event. There's an event that you're like waiting for, and you're gonna ask them to go to the event, and then you're gonna do some smoochies under the stars.
Wow.
Yeah, that's basically the game. You each
Do you get an avatar in this game, or are you a disembodied?
You get an
love
avatar.
interest?
see yourselves, but you do get an avatar. Well, you technically see a little icon of yourself. But yeah, you can pick one of 4 characters. You get like a little Frankenstein's monster girl, and you get zombie, who is my favorite, and then you get a fire djinn, which is Amara, and then I can never remember what Oz is, but he's like this little shadow guy.
Cute.
Oz, I like Oz.
Yeah,
Oz
is
is great. I'm going to post an image of the characters you can pick from in the live show channel, and then you can see.
yeah, they're so fucking cute.
Also, that one character design definitely came out before the McElroy brothers made Amnesty.
Which one? What?
The fire hair girl.
Yeah. Wait. Yep. Lady Flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did definitely come out, right? Because Amnesty is like not super old.
It was out before Amnesty. But definitely that character design was in the wild before before Amnesty.
It's cute and I like it.
I think my favorite design from the new game is the guy who's deaf.
Oh yeah, Milo.
Yeah. That and Hex is pretty cool.
That's the
The-
no Hex is the ghost that's with.
Yeah, the ghost that's cursing the demon hunter or whatever.
Yeah, Hex is pretty funny.
Hex is eating a donut in this piece of art.
Hex is usually eating something.
And that the monster hunter was in Monster Prom. It was in Monster Prom, but
As
was
a
not
character
dateable.
would show up.
They'd show up and try and kill monsters, and then usually
and
fail.
they had plot armor, so you couldn't kill her. and they like they straight up say that in the game. They're like, we can't kill her. She has plot armor.
What are these lifeguards? Wow. That's...
Oh, one's a slime and one's a gargoyle.
That's great. My life feels
They're
very
really
safe in their
dumb.
hands.
Yeah, no, there's I was watching Jesse Cox play a little bit of Monster Camp, and yeah, they're really dumb, and there's this one where they're teaching CPR and they don't actually know how to do it. They're like, what do you mean you can't do CPR with your mouth full of Doritos?
Yeah, so in Monster Prom, my favorite dateable character is Polly. She's not in this game.
So she might end up showing up in the game. When I was watching Jesse Cox play, Scott shows up and he's like, I don't know, I'm not a dateable character.
I know Polly's going to be in the road trip game when it comes out, and that's
yeah,
what I'm
and
there
so
for.
Scott.
It's like Scott and Polly, right?
It does.
It's
it has our
their
babies.
road trip. It's like the two dumbest characters in Monster Prom are doing a road trip.
Yeah, and you get to be in the road trip with them, and they're just terrible.
Okay, I'm actually going to do Hex, because the idea of trying to do Milo's skin thing on a really, really, really low res piece of art just hurts my feelings.
Yeah, I like Milo. He's like blogs to grammar. He's super into blogging and stuff.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. His thing is like he made a cat really, really famous.
Oh.
No idea what you're talking about. What?
They all have dumb things. Like in the first one, you got your hipster vampire.
Naturally.
He's so hipster, he lets his victims drink his blood.
Wow.
You got your dumb jock werewolf, who's my bae.
You love the himbo.
Oh, he's so great. You got what's her face? Vera. She's a Gorgon who is like super money hungry and greedy.
I love Vera because she doesn't care about she cares about one of your stats, and then the other thing she cares about is how much money you have.
They all care about typically 2 stats except for Scott and Vera.
Scott just cares whether you had nice events with him. That's it.
Yeah, he's just such a good boy.
He just wants to have a nice time.
Yeah, straight up. And then what the heck am I doing here? And then who else do we have? Damien, he's the angry devil. He's just angry all the time.
He's
really adorable too, because he believes love is the most powerful thing in the universe.
Excellent.
Because his 2 dads fell in love and then took over hell.
That's incredible. Great.
Yeah. And then who else do we have in the base? Polly is Duncan's bae. She's the party ghost. She's dumb and she likes doing drugs and drinking. That's basically her life.
That doesn't say a lot about me, right? I don't think it does anyway.
Where's your keytar? There's your keytar.
Guys, important news. I fixed chat.
Oh, that's
great.
Although
I'm not liking my drawing, to be honest.
The Discord stream looks like it's messed up.
Oh, no.
So...
I'm missing... Oh, there's Marina, I think her name is? She's a mermaid princess, so she's like a Disney princess, but genocidal.
It's not Marina, and now you've said it, you can't get her... I can't think of what her actual name is.
It's gone. You're never getting it back.
It's an M for sure. But yeah, she's basically, think of a Disney princess, but like horrible genocide and very slavery. She has serfs and stuff, and she really doesn't care about them at all. Like she thinks that or she doesn't understand why her people are rebelling, despite the fact that like her family is like starving them and stuff.
Terrible.
Yeah, basically.
She sounds not great.
No, she's like, yeah, nobody
So,
really.
like, all of the monsters in this, except for Scott, and even Scott sometimes, are really awful people because they're not
Definitely.
people, they're monsters.
I mean, touche.
That's kind of like Damien is regularly sets fire to things, burn things down,
wants to kill people, yeah.
tries to kill people. But also it's like the setting always plays it off like, oh, this is the goofy monster world. Like people do stuff like that, and it doesn't have lasting consequences.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Prince of Space and Time comes and tries to do regular dating sim stuff and gets chased off.
Sometimes he has a person wearing a sheet pretending to be a ghost throw a rock at him while everybody cheers about ghost powers.
I love that event. It's like the best event in the game.
Sometimes instead of choosing to go to prom with somebody, you choose to go with a corpse.
Yeah.
That you purchased at the cat's shop.
Okay.
That's the other mechanic in Monster Prom is there's a shop and you can buy stuff, and some of the stuff gives you stats, and some of the stuff unlocks really weird and unique story routes. Some things do both. And because the game knows no limits, some of the things really mess up your stats. Like if you get a winning lottery ticket from the shop, you get like -10 in all your stats except for money, where you get like 1,000 money.
So basically, you want to go for Vera and pump up that single stat she cares about.
Yeah, no shit, hey? You're like, well, I guess that's my lot in life now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's one of the scenes with what's her face, the mermaid, is she's having one of her serfs eat or feed her other serf so she can eat.
Okay.
And that's like the gag of the little scene, and so it's like that kind of weird bullshit. But yeah, she's like a Disney princess but awful.
I mean, I like that flip, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I personally really, I like the like play on it, and I think I'm missing.
I like the scene with her and Damien where they're discussing which eating implement you're supposed to kill people with.
Yeah.
Excellent, once again.
She's like, heavens no, you can't use this knife. That would be very inappropriate. You have to use the murder spoon or whatever.
No, the murder spoon is if you have enough stats and you suggest it.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Yeah. And then in the DLC, you get Calculester, who is a computer that became sentient and is trying to learn what love is. And you also get Zoe, who is an Eldritch Horror fan fiction writer.
But human?
She's in human form, kind of. She has eyes and mouths on her limbs and stuff, so she's not like completely human. She's super adorable, though. I absolutely love her.
Mm.
Her favorite ship is Garfield x Naruto.
Where's Daryl?
Yeah, no, this would be a good episode to see how many Garfield x Naruto fanfics there are out there.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
I'm very sorry, John.
So in one of the pictures you get is she's cosplaying as Garfield, and I think it's not with Brian, but it's with somebody. She's cosplaying as Garfield, and the person she's dating is cosplaying as Naruto.
I love that.
Yeah. And then in Monster Camp, you still get Damien. I think is the only returnable dating one.
The witch is not dateable from
No, I'm talking about Datables. It's
Datables.
Calculester and Damien return as Datables, based on people's preferences when doing the Kickstarter.
Ah,
There was there was the vampire hunter or the monster slayer who is now possessed by a ghost named
naturally.
Hex, and the witch she's basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She's a protagonist in a story where she saved multiple, like she's always
Yeah.
saved the world and stuff. That's her shtick. And then you got Milo, who is a new character who is like a Reaper character. He has like black skin with like white skeleton markings on him.
He's cute. I like him.
Super cute. I love him.
Yeah, I love him, and then wimped out drawing him. It's fine.
That's fine. And then who else is a new one? We got vampire. Oh, Dahlia is from the first one, but you don't. She's kind of a rare show up. She's like this blue demon who fucking hates Damien. Her goal is to take over Hell, and so Damien's being the Prince of Hell, she hates him.
I don't think I've ever had a Dahlia event in.
I think I've had one Dahlia event. She's very rare. At least I found that she's very rare in the original game.
I gotta get some multiplayer games of Monster Prom going.
It does sound very cute and fun.
It is super fun. Who am I missing? The witch. I know I'm not missing anything.
The game is
Lester, Dahlia, Milo, the witch, and Damien. Yeah.
I appreciate this very thorough recap.
I really like the game. It's like it's one of my favorite like little indie.
I mean,
darlings.
we could talk about Kingdom Hearts, but Daryl's not here to drive slowly insane. So
yeah. I love Kingdom Hearts, but we've technically already talked about it because this isn't the first Kingdom Hearts we've done.
this ain't my first Kingdom Hearts rodeo.
No. Sure ain't.
Yeah, so yeah, I really like it. We haven't played it enough. We find
it sounds really.
Some of our other friends.
Well, like I stopped. I won't play it solo because I didn't want to spoil anything, and then we never find time.
I don't want to. Yeah,
play
no, that's
together.
exactly the kind of issue I've been having.
And it is like, if you're going to do a long game, which increases your chance of getting the secret endings, it is, what, like an hour and a half or something to do a long game?
It's an hour to do, or at least for Monster Camp, it says it's approximately an hour. It'll probably be closer to an hour and a half. And then it's supposed to be 30 minutes for a short game.
Yeah, I think I've told Duncan this, but I definitely have a like cryptid kind of dating sim card game. that I have in the works.
Yes.
I do like that idea. I do love cryptids and monsters and stuff, so.
Yeah. I mean, cryptids are hard because so much of it is like weirdly appropriated, so it's like you have to be like cryptids but not.
Yeah.
Cryptid but not insensitive. Or weird. But I'll figure it out.
Weird cryptids.
I lost my I had a couple cryptid club pins that I got, and one had Nessie on it and one had Mothman on it, and then I think I lost my Mothman one. I think it fell off my jacket the other day, and I'm so sad. I was wearing it on Halloween. I'm sad.
That is sad.
I'll like it.
I think I need to bag one day so I can wear pins again. I lost too many pins because they've fallen off, so now I don't want to wear them out ever.
Don't you have the fancy clasps though?
Yeah,
I thought I had good clasps on, and then I fucked it up.
I do have fancy clasps, and I still like lost a pin. I think I just hadn't done the clasp up on it properly.
Okay.
Like this is all me. Like I did this to myself.
This is a
Yeah.
Duncan problem.
That's why when I have pins, I don't wear them. I just put them on my my little scarf that I have in the corner.
Well,
I
that's-
don't want to lose them.
That's why I
Oh,
want,
my.
that's why I
I was
want
gonna say,
an eater bag so that like I can put them and they'll fall off and they'll just like land in the pocket on the bag.
That's what I was about to say. My friend gifted me a very cute Eat a Bag because so it's like coffin shaped and it's so cute and studded, and she got it. But one of the like little like magnets snaps on the one side was faulty, so she like went to replace it, and they just sent her a new one. They were like, keep the other one. And then she just gave it to me. I was like, hell yeah.
Nice.
It's like
Nice.
one kind of janked up snap, like whatever. And it's so cute, and I have nowhere to wear it because the world's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a silver lining to be like, yeah, I don't need to get that bag until like next year now.
Yeah, very much so. Brr.
So in Monster Camp, I was watching Jesse Cox play it. He is both voicing and a part of the creator in the game.
Yep,
Uh,
that makes sense.
and so he was playing it, and there was one scene where they go into the haunted house and they have to deal with basically the Scooby-Doo gang, but obviously it's not
Yep.
TM the Scooby-Doo gang. They like capture what was Dahlia and Damien, and so you have to figure out. They're like, oh, you're we're gonna find out that you're the realtors by pulling off your masks, and you're like, oh shit, you have to save their faces because you really want to smooch them.
Uh,
And yeah, it's pretty funny. I really like that one.
I like it. I love how like I don't know, kind of like mainstream and creative dating sims like are like. I mean, they've always been creative, but like
Mhm.
everyone
How
is,
creative you can be with them.
yeah. And they're not just like I don't really see them as like a weird niche anymore.
Oh, definitely not anymore. I really like this one particularly though. Like I do like dating games, but I specifically really like this one because of like the multiplayer aspect that they have.
Yeah.
Of like you can fuck each other over, but you don't have to. You can literally just like enjoy each other's like events while you try to date the person you want to date.
So the game that it's based on is actually not a dating game at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's based on the Yog, which is you have 6 weeks before the Yog, like the big world-ending event is going to happen, but you don't specifically know what it is.
Okay.
And you make a bunch of choices in the time leading up to that, and that like dictates how things shake out when the Yog happens.
Oh, okay.
It's very similar structure though. Of like you have events give you stats change your results at the end. You obviously don't pick somebody to go to prom because
Oh.
the world ends, and then its thing that's different is like after the Yog happens, you make 2 choices of like things you did after the world ended. And
Okay.
those choices change depending on what your stats, like what choices you have available then change depending on what your stats were before. As to whether you
Okay.
like become a leader and bring people back together, or if you become like a nasty bandit and steal everyone's shit. It's also pretty good video game.
P good.
Pretty good.
Good.
Like excited for more people to realize that like this particular format of like party choices games is like a thing that lots of people like, or enough people like to make it like financially viable.
Yes. Ain't that the thing? Like, please make it. We'll buy it.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I kickstarted Monster Camp, and I would have kickstarted Monster Prom if I knew it existed.
How did we learn about Monster Prom? I don't even remember. It might have been.
I told you about it because Jesse Cox was on co-optional back when it was still a thing.
Oh, okay.
And he was talking about, hey, my game Monster Prom is dating monsters, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. And then I was just
You're like, yes.
And then yeah, that's how we got into Monster Prom originally, but I only found out that it existed after it had come out.
I do want to see more games that are like, is it Haven?
Oh yeah, but Haven isn't even out yet, is it?
No, it's not. So Haven is a game where you play as a couple.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Because the thing I find really weird about dating games is always like, once you have the romance, like that's the end goal of the game. That's your winning position. And like, I want to see more games about being in a romantic relationship, because I think that's an interesting space that's just like not really explored. It's a lot more complicated to explore, which is probably why games designers are just like fucking backpedaling away from it like mad.
So yeah, Haven is you and your BF, like you play as both of them. So your SO, you and your SO are stranded, and you have to kind of survive / figure out what's going on. It ends up being a little bit more complicated. That's the demo basically, and it's so cute because when you fly together, you like hold hands, and it's single or multiplayer, so you can play as so you can play with people and do adorable little dating things. And yeah, they're really cute together.
Ooh. I'm excited to just have time to play more games. That's what I'm personally psyched for.
So you said you quit. Do you have like another job lined up, or are you just like?
No, I'm taking till the end of the year off. It's gonna roll.
Yeah, Taki's looking for for a person she actually wants to work for.
That's fair.
Does that person exist? Who can say?
Be yourself. Do you want to work for yourself?
Who can say? I'm kind of a dick.
Find somebody to publish Nobody's Watched Frasier.
Yeah, start making board games. Apparently you're good at that.
Well, that's what I'm gonna work on.
Actually, for reals, you should try and like monetize it a little bit if you're on your break till the end of the year, right? Like it can't.
I just want to finish it.
Yeah, well, that's like, I mean, okay, sorry, I know I'm talking about step 3, where step 1 is finish it, but...
Yeah. That's the...
I don't know, back when I used to make stuff, rather than just lamented about how I miss making stuff, everything used to end in a monetization goal of like,
well,
I'm going to put this somewhere with a price value on it, and then maybe I'll get no money for it, but it means that I'm done because I put it in the place. And I tended to finish things more that way.
Yeah. That's also why game jams are good.
Yes. I just wish that
We kind of missed the last potential game jam. I didn't realize it was on, and I was like, oh, when's that game jam? And Duncan was like, oh, it was this weekend. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's over now.
With stuff like that, it's like I have limited capacity to like cajole people to do things.
Look, you know I take extremely little cajoling.
Yes. It's not the well, you guys are here. It's not the Tuckies and Eves of this world.
Well, what more do you need?
That sap my energy when it comes to cajoling. It's
Tucky, what do you do in said industry?
I am a multi-classer. Which is to say, technically I am in product management, but I also do design and QA and support and whatever else anyone needs me to do.
Ryan's similar to that.
She makes sure people are organized so shit actually gets done.
Oh, Ryan's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I still never met Ryan, I don't think.
That's okay. I heard about Ryan for what, like 6 years before I met him?
Did he live up to your expectation?
I don't really have any You can't have expectations of a person that's your friend keeps on like not introducing you to. I mean, I guess you can,
like,
but you're like setting yourself up for disappointment, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I live for disappointment, but not that kind of disappointment.
No one wants friendship disappointment.
Yeah. Not even me. It's not where I'm at.
Despite
we
popular
just hired
belief.
a new guy.
Uh-huh.
And so it was kind of like shitty last minute circumstances, but I'm very happy that when I was trying to make the new schedule, every time I was like, okay, this is kind of how I'd like you, is that okay with you? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Every single time. I was like, do you mind working this shift? He's like, yeah, it's fine.
You're like, holy shit.
I love this. It was great. It was perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, I'm pro our new guy.
We just hired some really lovely people at my work just before I left, and I'm like,
I'm sad to go, but also not.
yeah.
I mean, your work was pretty good at hiring lovely people, but also pretty good at hiring not lovely people.
Is that why you left? Is because there was a bunch of not lovely people?
Yes. There's nothing really left for me to do there. Also, but so many great people. I actually really liked my job and I really liked my team, but it was time, if you will. And now I feel psyched to work on things that aren't bad. We'll see.
That's
we'll
good.
see. I still don't quite know. I've like started writing out my list of like all the things that I've been meaning to work on. I'm like, oh god, where do I start?
I got this story's going to start off in a weird way, but like I finished off a huge tub of like nuts that I have because I buy all my food in bulk, and I've been planning for ages to just have a thing that I like write on bits of paper things I want to do, like projects I want to do, and then
and now you have a bucket.
I now have a bucket to put them all in. So I just gotta put a slot in that bad boy, and then I'm gonna start filling it up with too much stuff.
I love that.
I don't know how it's gonna.
I do love the idea, but I also feel like I'd be super stressed whenever I came up with a new idea. I would like look at the bucket full of ideas and be like,
See, but I actually like that though, because I think it's better than just like forgetting all your cool ideas.
That's fair.
So I used to like empirically clean all of my random ideas. So I'd write them all down in like a huge long list, and then every year I'd like go through the list and be like, do I still think this idea is good? Yes or no? And if no, I'd like get struck off the list. And it was nice to know that I had the amount of ideas I had that I didn't look at later and was like, no, this is just really dumb. Like, why did I ever think this was
Okay, but I have a
good?
question. Does it not like frustrate you or upset you if you like look at a thing like 3 years in a row, being like, I still haven't done this, but I like the idea?
Not really.
It would frustrate me.
I think like the bottom line is I know deep down if I really wanted to do it, I could just do it. Like, I'd never write down an idea that I don't have the resources to do in that list, which I think helps a lot. Like, I'd never be like...
Duncan's practical like that.
I'd never write down like, oh, I want to make World of Warcraft, but with dogs.
Okay.
Because I don't have the... I'd never have the...
World of Bortcraft.
I mean, I do want to make a battle royale where everyone's dogs and you're just trying to become friends with the other dogs. Like, it's just 100 dogs who want to be friends with each other.
100 dogs that have to sniff each other's butts.
Yeah. But that's also like a really easy pull for me, is taking any game where the main mechanic is
and dogifying it.
Where the main mechanic is like murder each other, and I'm like, what about anything but murdering each other?
That was what was so fucking great about like Celebration. There were so many people that were so interested in talking about that shit, and like how do we do cool games but not murder?
I think
and, like everyone was so psyched to talk about it.
Like the roguelike space is good for that, because even in the original Rogue games, even though like fighting things was one of the big verbs, it was scary and dangerous to fight. Like, it wasn't exciting to fight, it was terrifying to fight.
I also just think that roguelikes in general attract like a kind of like nerd gamer that isn't necessarily like a gamer. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I've not spoken to a gamer in like forever, so
yeah, that's
You
fair.
start asking people that come into my store.
I work in games, I don't talk to my target audience anymore. That's awful, actually. That is genuinely awful. I'm not going to change my ways, but it's still genuinely awful.
I don't recommend starting to talk to fucking shitbags.
I don't know. Like, I know people, like the people who are making Blazeball and the people who are making Monster, who are making games, who talk to their audience and seem to have a good time talking to their audience.
I mean, Blazeball aren't gamers though. Remember?
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't talk to any audience? Is more what it is.
I mean, I've always been one of those like shitty like what's the word, like artiste indie developers that are like, I want to make games that mean something to me. I don't like, my desire to make the game work for other people is I put it out there and I let them play it, and if they start saying things that don't match the idea of what I want to do, I'm like, how do I tweak this to convey more of the feelings that I want, and not like, how do I make these people happy?
That's fair.
My end goal is not to just like give somebody an ounce of fun. If you want to just stimulate your brain, heroin exists. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
But don't do that.
You can just
does not endorse doing heroin.
You can just take some artificial stimulants that will give you that dopamine hit, and let me know how that goes. Only don't. It'll probably ruin your life.
Correct. Yeah, I don't.
But I definitely started from a place of like, games are fun. I like playing video games because games are fun. I just slowly moved to like, I want to convey stuff.
Then you became an artiste. See, I've never been an artiste. Like that's always been my like. I found it really hard to like. I don't know. I create out of a desire to like solve a problem, or like, and by problem that could be like, what if Warcraft but dogs, but it's not driven by like this like artsy fucking, I don't know, ennui or like
no, we just
like
gotta write episode of, what was it, what's the show?
You gotta give us more to work with than what's the show.
No, it's the game Tucky's making.
Oh, nobody watched Frasier.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah. So, but that's literally like based on a podcast bit, and I was like, that sounds fucking hysterical. I want to make that into something. Like, so much of my like creative motivations are like jokes. Like, I'm just driven by jokes. I'm driven by making jokes and trying to do the joke so hard that no one knows it's a joke. Like, that's my main motivation.
I mean, isn't that like almost what the McElroy brothers do? Is they just kind of like go the ham-fist ridiculousness hard. Like, even their Adventure Zone podcast was because a fan was like, hey, remember that time you fucked around about D&D?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely always kind of been how I did things. Like, once again, I think I've told Duncan this story, but maybe not. Like, I was that dickhead in elementary school who they were like, okay, you have to do a report on an animal. And I was like, I'm doing dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was that kid. But it was like, is my dragon report going to be like 50 pages longer than everyone else's because I fucking researched everything to do with dragons?
Do dragons?
Because I was going to do dragons harder than anyone like asked.
Harder than anyone else has done dragons.
You gotta commit to the bet.
Like seriously, that's definitely my jam. Because I'm annoying like that.
I don't think it's annoying. I think it's delightful.
It's endearing.
I like to think so.
It's endearing, but the deer is like caught in a headlight and about to get hit by a car.
How fucking dare you? How dare you?
But I don't know, I've not made like an artsy game or a game where I'm just like, yeah, this is what I want to make in forever. I feel like I've just like lost my touch.
Ooh.
Everything I've done recently has been in a game jam, which is just like riffing off other people's ideas until we have something we agree that has legs.
Yeah.
Which is, let me tell you, much fucking easier process.
Yeah.
And like kind of way more immediately rewarding as well, which is nice.
Whoa. No. The last game jam I did, I worked on a board game.
We made a cat corralling game.
Oh yeah, I want to work on
Is
that game.
Is this the round cat game?
Yes.
Yeah.
The round dog game with round cats.
Looks so good.
It was pretty good. I just wanted it to be like nicely polished up. That's all. I don't know why. I just want it.
I mean, it feels good to have done things.
Yeah, that's that. I think that's my thing. Is it doesn't feel finished to me, or a point where I can say, "Oh, I'm done with this." But also, I'm not working on it, so you know. Instead, I'm probably going to end up working on a mall RPG.
Oh wow!
I love that. Please tag me in if you need any assistance, because I'm fucking super into it.
I have like part of a stupid concept, but I'm not sure how it all fits together right now. Where it's basically either one you have a game. Have you ever played like seen like a legacy game, like Game of Dwarf Fortress, where they pass the fort around between different players and each player adds to it?
I have not, but I understand the concept.
So it's a tabletop RPG like that, where you have two groups. So one group draws a mall, and like plays a mini game to fill that mall with stuff, and they hand their map off to another group of people who describe.
Is this related to the map game we're going to be playing?
Describe a little bit. They describe how that mall has changed in 500 years.
Oh, I think I remember you mentioning something about this.
Yeah, and then my alternate idea of that is you take a map of a regular mall, a mall that already exists, and then play a game to be like, hey, this is what this mall looks like after it's been taken over by a foreign culture who are desperately trying to understand what the contents of this mall is for.
Oh, okay.
I just love all of it.
I really want to make a game about not capitalists trying to understand capitalism.
Fucking artists.
I can't help it. That's what like fascinates me about malls.
I know, I'm kidding.
Is that they're like the church of capitalism. You go there to like worship buying things.
Yeah, it's fucked up shit.
I think like the biggest like ironic thing I've hit on when thinking about this is I was like, man, I'm accidentally describing George Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
Oh.
Right? That it's like the mall is a symbol of capitalism and the zombies are symbols of consumers, and the consumers are trying to kill the people who are living in the mall who have repurposed the symbol of capitalism as a thing for survival.
Zombies say, get fucked.
I found out that they remade Day of the Dead again, like a thing that nobody wanted.
My brother-in-law every Halloween watches as many horror movies as possible, and like
Oh,
he
you
always
mentioned
takes
this last week.
yeah, and he
Or
always
not
takes
last week, but you know.
yeah, and he always takes like a week off and everything. And he broke his record this year by watching 116 horror movies.
I'm exhausted just hearing that number.
Yeah, I thought 52 movies a year was a lot. I mean, I guess we do more than 52 movies. Well, in a non-COVID year, we do more than 52
I mean,
movies a year.
even in this COVID year, we did more, like, because we did stuff early in the year.
In the
So
year,
next year we'll see.
in the year of our COVID, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It's a year. It's a thing that's
It
happening.
certainly is a year.
Let me just say though, 2020 has probably been like my most like engaged year of like really like connecting with my friends. I don't know.
That might be fair.
Yeah, my like kind
Or
of
at least the widest breadth of friends.
kind of the thing that Daryl would be like, wow, Duncan, that's a hot take, is that when all of this blows over, I'm going to be kind of sad that there's going to be less people I can tune into on Discord and be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
People are going to be out doing shit again, and it's much harder to like get everyone making similar plans because like plans are hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll
I
always
mean,
have me.
I definitely am like a product of the like, you know, year 2000 kids living online.
Me IRL.
Yeah, and it's like I feel very
Me IRL
comfortable.
online.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable existing with my friends online. Dare I say, more comfortable. So this has all been kind of nice in a, you know, in a lemonade out of lemons kind of way.
Yeah.
I like being in my home.
Me too.
It's one of my favorite things.
I like being in my home, but it turns out I go kind of crazy if I don't get to leave sometimes.
No, that's
I mean,
fine.
you also live like completely alone.
I don't live completely alone because of me living in the same building as Eve.
That is true.
So I see her sometimes.
Yeah, I brought him cheese today.
Yes.
Ooh. Do y'all have a bubble?
So technically, like, yes, but it's not a great bubble, which is why I only see Eve sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So I go to work, so
right?
And I work retail, so that's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so obviously this week my bubble is much smaller than this week and next week. But typically the only other people aside from people I see at work are Duncan, Ryan, Brandy, and Esty, who I work with, but I was going over to her place on Thursdays to watch movies.
And pet her cats.
And pet her cats. And get her to put her cat in his good boy sweater.
Love that.
He's so cute.
I enjoy that thoroughly.
Yeah, he sat on me the other time I was visiting in his good boy sweater. We were watching Cats.
I just saw that that's on.
Oh, you've watched Cats with somebody now?
Yes.
Got it out your system?
Yeah.
Thank God.
But not Trolls yet. Not Trolls World Tour. Nobody's watched that with me yet.
Well, what the heck?
Right, Duncan? Right?
I mean, you're telling me, so yes.
What kind of friends are these?
Right? See, Tucky agrees with me. You should watch Trolls World Tour with me.
If Tucky loves it so much, maybe she should watch Trolls World Tour with you.
No, she loves the idea of you watching it.
Damn it! Checkmate. You got me. I was not expecting that comeback.
I mean, she's right.
No, I do even miss the going to watch 5 out of 10 movies and maybe even 2 out of 10 movies with you. Not 1 out of 10 movies though. I don't miss that.
What would you describe a 1 out of 10 movie that I made you go to the theater for?
Okay, I was gonna say Assassin's Creed, but you didn't make me go to the theater for that.
No,
so-
it's specifically theater because like movie is literally just wasting your time, not your money and your time.
Yeah.
I didn't end up going to Star Wars, so I can't count that. We have a list in our spreadsheet, right?
We had I don't know if it's still there. It's definitely not like an every movie we've ever watched list either.
I don't. Please. No, I've only got all the list of like movie night movies. There's got to be something. I remember really resenting spending money to go see something. But I did it anyway because I like hanging out with my friends.
That's fair. That's how I saw what the fuck was it called? The one with the butt aliens.
Excuse me?
What the heck is it? Dreamcatcher.
Oh, that movie's that's a really good movie to get like.
It is not.
No. It's a really good movie to get like drunk and riff on because it's terrible.
I saw it when I was like in high school, and I swear I must have been like grounded or something. And like my friends were going, and I don't know, I was clearly like, I haven't seen y'all in a while. I'll go to this fucking movie that sounds terrible. And it was.
Yes.
It was.
I haven't seen it
Holy
yet.
shit, it's fucking
It
bad.
is pretty bad. So the only thing I think of, and I'm pretty sure there's something worse than this that I've gone to see with you, was the second Jurassic World movie.
Did you go to the theater for that one? I think you did, actually.
I'm pretty sure it was in 3D too. Pretty sure you ticked all those boxes of things I don't like.
I refuse to go to 3D movies.
Ryan likes them sometimes. So sometimes we go to 3D movies.
That's another plan I've been able to put off for 2020 is buying. This is dumb. Buying 2D glasses so you can put them on and they make the movie not 3D. So that I can go to your stupid 3D movies and not like get a headache from watching something that I'm not really enjoying very much anyway.
Duncan.
Yes.
I love you.
This is friendship.
I love you too, Bae.
Ah.
But not your 3D movies. They suck.
That's okay.
No.
The only time Ryan and I are like super into like the idea of 3D is if it's like a CG movie, because CG movies are like more designed to be in 3D, if that makes sense, opposed to like superimposing their weird 3D.
I still hate it.
Stop superimposing your 3D principles on me.
Yeah.
I think I've seen like 2 things ever in 3D where I was like, oh yeah, that was alright. Was the 3D added something to it rather than was just like a cool gimmick?
I don't like it. I also don't like it because you like have to sit in the perfect seat for it not.
Yeah, that is the issue I have with 3D as well.
Don't like one bit.
I have to think about it. I had to think about it a lot because watching that Eurovision movie is still like very fresh in my memory. And I'll be honest, like part of the way through that movie, I started reading Reddit rather than really watching the movie.
I won't judge you.
That's what I can't like. Unless I'm in a theater, I am definitely 100% multitasking when I watch a movie.
Sometimes me too. Usually I'll be drawing or something.
That was like, my friends were kind of making fun of me because I was talking about because I need to get a new PC. And I was like, part of me wants to get a laptop because I like to be able to take my computer into the living room when we watch movies. But
That's perfectly fair.
Like
I won't make fun of you for that.
I still have my MacBook, so I have something.
at the height of privilege, I'd be like, a secondary tablet is the way to go over a laptop.
I know that is what everyone said. But like I said, I have
really
my
like,
MacBook, so
I really like my iPad.
yeah.
Wait, no, don't flip the whole thing horizontally. Just flip this part horizontally. Ugh.
No, the whole thing.
There we go. I
So
saved
Ryan and
myself.
I started watching Lower Decks. It's a Star Trek comedy.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, I was put off that it looks like every single other like
It looks like Final
animated
Space.
show. I was thinking more like Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. Wait, maybe I heard about this from you.
I don't really consider it looking like Bob's specifically.
But
Bob's
it's adult
Burgers.
cartoon. It's modern adult cartoon.
No, that's
Yes.
fair.
I just don't watch many modern adult cartoons because I've hated basically everyone I've watched, and I'm tired of telling people that I hate shows. So I'm like, oh, sorry, I haven't seen it.
When you say when you say modern adult cartoons, you mean like the stereotypical like
Family
shit.
Guy, Archer.
Yeah, so like the ones with that kind of humor in it.
Yep.
Okay, but you're like,
But also like, well, so I loved the original Adventure Zone or Adventure Time short when it first came out.
Oh yeah.
I do not give a shit about the show.
Really?
Like, could not care less.
Have you watched Kipo?
Kipo?
Yeah, it's.
I think Kipo feels like it's targeted as like kind of a kids show.
No, it's not an adult. I'm comparing it to like Adventure Time.
Yeah, I mean, there's some that are definitely in the middle ground. But I don't know. I just am like, ugh, I'm sure. I just feel like I'll hate things. And I just like won't care. It's like I tried to watch Big Mouth. I watched almost a whole season of Big Mouth. And here's the thing about those shows. I like them, and I feel about them the way I feel about a lot of movies too, which is that they like have amazing bits and like amazing kind of like sketches, if you will. But like as a whole show, I'm like, this does not keep my interest. But I think they're like fun to quote. I think they're super funny, like all of these things. But
that's fair. I absolutely love Big Mouth though.
I'm now trying to think about what like animated shows that I watched recently that were like adults and young adults and not kids. Like Final Space was pretty decent.
I did like Final Space.
The thing with Final Space is that like when I try and think about it, I don't really remember it that well. I'm like, it was in space, the protagonist was kind of douchey, there was the cat guy who was kind of cool. I don't know.
Kevin.
Yeah.
You don't even eat the cookies.
Him fighting with the computer because he's not allowed to actually control the ship was one of the most memorable parts of the show. I think that and the
Kevin.
Yeah, the stuff I can't talk about because it's like spoilers for the show. It does have a pretty good heel turn in the middle of the show.
Yeah, at first you're just like, oh, this is just like another kind of like one of these shows, but then they actually like put some
do something different
to it. Yeah. They add some substance and give you some stakes and stuff, not just like, oh well, this again.
That's nice. I like that. I don't know. I just always feel like a downer, so I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't.
Avatar's really good. I really liked Avatar. I know it's not recent, but I only watched it a few years ago.
It is also kind of directed really towards kids and not adults.
Oh,
but I love it.
I know what my pull. I know what my pull for Tucky would be like. You won't hate this show, and that's Agretsuko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Pidgey's tried to make me watch that for sure. Here's the thing. I've only just started like consuming media again, because I used to be a chronic workaholic, and also just an anxious basket case who was like, when I wasn't working, I was like, oh my god, I should be working. So I've spent the last probably year learning how to enjoy
the video.
things. Yeah. I think it's going well.
You're
So now
having
it's having
you're
huge
here
fun
having
with it.
fun with us, so I'd say it's going well.
Damn right.
Have you watched the new She-Ra?
No, but I want to.
It's really good.
That
And
that
if
one
you
is
do like She-Ra, you might like Kipo.
Oh, I really like BoJack as well, but BoJack's like, if you're just getting back into enjoying things, BoJack is
Don't
not the
watch
show to
BoJack.
watch.
well, so that's the thing. I definitely had tried to watch BoJack while I was still a sad person, and I was like, well, this is a terrible idea.
Yes, I think it's like season 4 or season 5 of BoJack. I was in a really, I was watching it and it was making me feel bad, and I was watching more of it because it was so good and it was making me feel worse.
Yeah.
Luckily, the season ended and I just stopped, but it was like, man, I've not been made to feel that gross by a show that I actually liked in, I think, ever.
I haven't finished it because of that, because of how
But it does
depressing it is.
So I think I'm going to finish it now because it is actually ending, and I've heard that the ending is not just
not just depressing
misery.
AF. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That's good. I love a good not misery porn.
And also, the season that I was talking about doesn't end on a misery note, but in the middle of the season, the show goes to some of the characters in the show go to their lowest imaginable point.
Sleep.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from very depressing things that I've watched.
What's the saddest thing? Oh, okay. This is a show this is probably one of my favorite shows ever, and because it is I tend to enjoy shows that are a good mix of misery and joy. It's, it just really does it for me. Please Like Me is really good. It's a show it's a Australian show on Netflix, not a cartoon, but it is simultaneously one of the most depressing shows and also just joyful, wonderful shows. Big recommend.
Oh, we've been watching What We Do in the Shadows.
That is high up. That's
You're
high on my list.
fucking monsters. How
Ryan!
How could you do this to me?
I told him. I specifically said.
All right, Tucky. You have to take my side on this, because if you don't, we're not friends anymore. Is that I really wanted to watch What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series with Jade, basically since we watched the movie.
Great. Okay.
And I was like, but I don't want. I want Ryan to be part of this as well. I don't want Ryan to be excluded from it. So I
get him to watch the. I got Ryan to watch the movie, which took forever.
Yes.
To get him to watch it.
And then they started watching the TV show without me. They didn't even tell me. They didn't even tell me that they started watching it. They just did it. I wouldn't even known if I hadn't shown up that one time and you were like, "Oh, we're watching What We Do in the Shadows."
That's rude as hell.
I didn't want to, and that was
that's borderline adulterous.
I told Ryan.
Well, you told him, but did you stop him?
No, I didn't. I will take that. I didn't stop him.
Okay. Well, we're still friends. We made it through. We made it through this tough time, this tough patch.
Our relationship will grow stronger from it.
Yeah, not sure about that one, but I forgive you.
Aw, thank you.
I don't know how y'all used to do this in less than 2 hours. Just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, we just did.
Eve is really fast. Also.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm nimble and quick.
That's why
doing this with you guys is the most fucking drawing I've done in literal years.
Does that make you happy?
I like hanging out and doing a creative.
Okay. So it does make you happy.
Yeah. Not like, oh, I get to draw. Drawing shockingly doesn't do anything for me at all. But I like this whole process. I find it very fun and satisfying. If that makes any sense.
Yep.
Okay, so they do indeed have pupils. It's not just
I like
just an iris.
to make stuff, but I don't always necessarily find it satisfying in the moment. I like to do it because I know later I'm going to look back at it and be like, oh yeah, I made a bunch of cool shit.
I did a thing. Look at me go.
Nobody can stop that stuff from being cool, except for me if I later decide that it's not cool.
True.
Yeah, we do this until 10:30, right?
Yeah.
I always forget.
I know. I looked at the clock and I was like, oh no, and then I was like, oh thank God, which is what prompted me to.
Be like, oh yeah, the time.
Yeah, that was me before. I was always like, no.
Yeah, we used to do this in 90 minutes. That was a lot.
Yeah, I hate that. Hate that for you.
Like technically less because there was the whole.
Yes, because you have to do pitch and everything else.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, you don't have to like it because we don't do that anymore.
Yeah. How about that? How about them apples?
It's perfect. I love them apples.
My favorite kind of apples. Damn apples.
Damn.
Oh, no, I can't keep zooming in and out on this. This is no good. That's
I don't even know. I don't even know what you're doing. Are you drawing this time? Or are you doing?
I'm drawing. I'm doing pixel art.
Pixel arting.
Nice.
Not...
Can you tell that I just don't pay attention to anything?
Yeah, but so like usually I'd have a good handle on what everyone's doing and be talking about what people are drawing and stuff, but I cannot divide my attention between working on my own stuff and
Fine.
doing that, which is why I was like, hey, I need to find 3 people to art who aren't me.
Okay, I have a new question for y'all.
Okay.
If you were a teen monster, what kind of teen monster would you be?
Ooh.
Oh, I can show you my monster from OC.
I fucking love this.
You
I love
expected me
this.
not to have a monster prom OC? Don't be a fool.
I should have known. Absolutely.
It's just my OC like my general OC drawn in monster prom style, but I have it.
It's
I did
incredible, and I love it, and I love you.
Wait, Eve, you had a monster prom OC. Did they have a backeteer for Monster Camp where you could get your OC in the game?
No. Oh, they did, but
I would have paid for your backeteer, so they would have had to put your OC in the game. You should have told me. It would have been great.
You're so sweet.
I love this. I'm prepped. I'm ready.
Okay, I gotta think about what kind of teen monster I would be. Already a monster. I guess also a teenager because I'm going through a perpetual childhood.
This is why we love you, Duncan.
All right. Well, I guess that's your cross to bear.
Yeah.
When you said it, I thought of Teen Wolf, and I can't unthink of Teen Wolf now.
You gonna be a good boy, Scotty boy? You gonna be one of the wolf pack?
No, not for sure. Not. Like, I'm definitely not going to be the kind of teen monster where I transform into my monster form, and I'm just like more cool and popular. Right?
I mean, it's not a bad gig though. Let's be real.
I know. Like, if I was gonna if I had to pick from popular culture and be like, which teen monster do you want to be? Teen Wolf, fucking high up there. Yo, You transform and you are suddenly more cool and more popular, and your like number one nemesis is the fucking lame principal at school.
Nah. I think I would be a Gorgon. think that.
It's not a bad pick.
I think I vibe with that.
I think I'd have to be okay. If I was Teen Monster, I'd have to be a ghost because I won't shut up about wanting an eternal, immortal body.
That's true. That is true.
You don't get much more eternal than ghosts.
Yeah.
No.
Also, floating through walls and throwing people's shit around and doing amazing pranks just like sounds really rad.
You got pranked.
Rank up my pranking game.
You do all those drugs, Duncan.
I hope you ghost.
OD the fuck out of on drugs.
I'd have to be
die.
a monster prom ghost though, because like I'm pretty sure regular ghosts can't just do drugs. That sounds like a question for Quora. Can ghosts do drugs?
I think ghosts can do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh man.
It's my take on ghosts.
Yeah, I hope there's more games that are made like that are Phasmophobia but are not about ghosts. I love that mechanic. I don't love the theme.
I don't like spooky games, so I really haven't seen any of it.
I love spooky games. I just suck at them. Like I suck at playing spooky games because I'm a little coward.
I don't find Phasmophobia that spooky.
It's not the spookiest. I know this because I can play it. But it's still spooky to me.
I don't find it scary because the only time you can actually be like harmed by the ghost is there's a particular phase it goes into called hunting. And if it's hunting, it can kill you. And if you die, you'll lose potentially all the money you had invested in the ghost hunt, unless somebody takes a photo of your body, and then you lose like half the money you had invested in the hunt, and that's your risk. But like that phase,
that's my only problem is it's pretty
low risk.
that
if you lose all your money.
That phase is always indicated by the lights flashing on and off, and you can escape it by just like going behind a door.
Oh.
You go into a room
Really?
you go into a room that is not the ghost room and is not a hallway. You close the door, you wait there quietly, the ghost will not find you.
Well,
during a hunt.
Thanks, Duncan. You took away all the fear from me. It was scary, and then you're just like, hey, here's a life hack.
Well, okay, there's a type of ghost in the game called a demon that people are saying might just like suddenly start a hunt without warning. So don't just assume you're going to survive 100% of the time that way. But in the majority of cases, it's like, yeah. And then I don't, like, once I understood how that worked, I didn't find the game that scary anymore. But I fucking love the collaborative puzzle solving aspect of it.
Yeah.
Of like, there's like 9 different clues across all the different kinds of ghosts, and you need to find which 3 applies to the ghost that you're hunting, and that will identify the type of ghost. And there's things like spirit orbs, so you have to position a camera in an area that the ghost is haunting, and then go to the truck where you've got all your equipment and like look through the camera and see if you can see ghost orbs. And there's like a book you put down that the ghost might write into. So having to work together with a bunch of other people of like setting up all the equipment as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Each person can only hold 2 items unless you're in VR. Then you can hold 3. 3 items, 4 if you're in VR, because you can hook it onto your belt.
And the game has in-game voice where you actually have to talk over your radios to communicate with each other, and the ghost can hear anyone talk and react to it.
So wait, are the ghosts played by a player, or
no? The ghosts are AI.
But they can still react.
Yes.
Yeah, they respond to people speaking, and they can respond to. It uses Cortana, so it can respond to what you say. Via like if you're calling its name, it understands that you're calling its name.
There's also a limited set of questions you can ask the ghost, like how old are you? Where are you? You can ask it to give you a sign, which means it'll do something spooky, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love the collaborative puzzle solving. And I just wish it was not.
Sounds very escape room.
Yeah, it very much is.
It's ghost hunting escape room.
I'd love it if it was like goofy, like it was Ghostbusters, or it was like repairing spaceships or something like that.
Ooh, repairing spaceships could be fun.
Like basically multiplayer hardship shipbreaker would be rad. You got to cut apart spaceships safely with your team without like crushing or killing anyone. Sounds good. And I got to play some Shipbreaker. There's haunted ships in it now.
Ooh, so it could be Phasmophobia-esque.
Yeah. Oh, that game's never going to be multiplayer though. They're already like way too far down the development process of like a single player game, I think. It's my hot take as a software engineer is like where their feature set is at. They'd have to start.
Okay, do
they
you
could build
think this
everything
looks
back
like?
up again.
Do you think this is Monster Prom enough, or is there? Can I make this look more Monster Prom-y? I see you drawing Sully and Mike there. I see you draw them. And I can't even be mad about it.
No.
They're even in fact in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes.
It's not even just like, oh, well, since they're Disney, they're legitimately in Kingdom Hearts.
I'm just, how dare you make Mike so hot? I'm offended.
Sorry about that.
How dare. I'm the guy who makes the point about, like, Mike's butt is his chin.
Well,
Now,
I
you
mean,
made...
to be fair, his front butt is his chin.
Yes. Yeah.
Look, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't tell you, but I wanted to make Mike and Sully dateable.
Yes.
Correct.
That is the name of the game. I can't...
Yeah.
Being mad about it would be childish. So I will not be.
Good.
I'm glad that cleared up.
Sully just like, I don't know. He was just begging for. They were both. It just needed to happen. Okay.
I don't know if there's a Cyclops in Monster Prom. There might be like a side character Cyclops.
Eve, you were asking something about your dude.
Oh, it is. Does this look like Monster Prom art? Could this be in Monster Prom, like maybe a little bit touched up? Could this be in Monster Prom and you'd be like, no, this actually fits in Monster Prom? Aside from his hands, because I'm not very good at drawing hands.
Every artist's nemesis, hands. I can notice how Tucky has avoided drawing any.
0 hands.
dodged 100% of hands.
Really?
My teacher taught me that you should never hide hands or try to avoid drawing them because people will notice that you're avoiding drawing them.
See, but that's why I just made this like.
Yeah, yours isn't too
bust.
bad. You're just like the chest is like, oh well, there's actually like he's posing in a way that makes sense for him not to show his hands, but he's not just like doing the like
Yeah.
my hands are behind my back for reasons.
Yeah.
'Cause this is how I stand naturally.
Correct.
Your dude just doesn't look enough like a monster.
That's okay. Aside from that, but like for instance, there's the witch. She's just a normal human. But like
She has like on point,
style-wise.
on point witch dress code though.
Have you seen her bathing suit? It's amazing.
No, I mean Oh wait, yes I have.
It's like I want to.
I mean, I'd rather see it in game rather than get spoilers. But I was looking at the thing with the lifeguards on, so yes, I have seen it. And yeah, that's sick. But like, I think that's what I'm getting at is that she has the like pentagram on her bathing suit.
Yeah.
That is like,
yeah, the
I'm
most I
very
did was I
witchy.
added like a tiny little skull. But I'm talking about like he looks like the art style. Like it looks like he could be in Monster Prom. Like that's what I'm. How can I make him look like he belongs in Monster Prom more aside from changing?
I'm
his
so
design?
not qualified to answer that question. I don't have the big art words. I don't have any classical art training.
fair.
I'm
That's
all
fair.
self-taught. I think that... Like, I'd say something really unhelpful. Like, the Monster Prom characters use, like, the line work differently. Their characters seem like... there's more clean division between like the curved lines and the straight lines, or
Okay.
they use them more like sparingly.
They do actually. I find that I always forget that they have way more like broad, pointed shoulders. Like even except for the witch, her shoulders aren't that pointed, but she's like a very soft, roundy girl.
Oh man, the Blue Demon has a lot of Cub Scout badges.
Oh, Dahlia.
Yeah. I haven't even decided. Actually, yeah, I have just suddenly decided now how I'm going to make this Kingdom Heartsy.
I just knew I had to go one way or the other. It was like I don't know. It's like this was how I could hybridize. That was it.
Means I gotta erase a bunch of stuff that I spent time on, but
I'm okay. You just needed to make dateable somethings.
Yes.
No, I'm in love enough with this idea that I've just had that I'm willing to take that hit.
Excellent.
I feel so rusty though.
You're doing great.
So the reason why I have a character drawn in the Monster Prom style is because I was doing that draw art style 10 challenge thingy.
Oh yeah.
And I was doing video games first, and Monster Prom was one of them.
That is.
No, I wasn't doing video games first, but I started doing video games, and Monster Prom was the first video game I did.
I like it. Oh god.
Yeah, you're real good at like copying other people's styles. Because I remember seeing that, and you like did a really good job of mimicking other people, which I'm like, I could never ever do that.
Doing a nice pastiche.
I actually did one for Mystery Skulls recently. Here it is, because they released their newest video.
That's cute. It's adorable. Those Mystery Skulls things are so good. Have you seen it, Taki?
No, I don't know what we're talking about.
Mystery Skulls is an animated series, music video thingy.
Well, the Mystery Skulls is a band or a music project, and then
but the thing I care about is the video.
And then somebody has done a series of animated music videos based on their work that are a story. It's kind of like a really weird version of Scooby-Doo. It's not Scooby-Doo, but it's about like kids exploring a spooky mansion.
That's the second time you've referenced Scooby-Doo, but not Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I mean we're doing the monster episode, right?
So this is my Mon Prom art. It's just my usual OC, but
where am I? Are you posting it, or am I looking at your screen?
It's in Discord on
it's my
the video. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I gotta switch. Oh yes. That is extremely excellent.
And I did draw Scott as the songstress, which is what got me into. I'm very proud of my Scott. It looks like Scott, so.
Yeah, it's great playing Monster Prom with Eve because you don't have to worry about her dating anyone except for Scott.
I kind of want to date the other characters a little bit, but since we unlock the things together, I don't have to date them to unlock their like pictures and stuff, so that helps a lot. I'm also I can also all right, I'll try to date Zoe and I'll try to date Damien. Damien, Zoe, Scott are typically the ones I go for. I do like the witch. At first I was like, whatever on the witch, but I do like her. She's like an overachiever, always working. She's like you, Tucky.
Hello.
She's like complaining about how she's like not doing more, but she's also like, I'm so stressed out about work. And then she'll be like, I wish I want to go do this thing and it's very clearly work, but she's not saying it's work. She's just being like, I have to do this thing.
Yep.
Yeah, she's basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but instead of being a slayer, she's a witch.
I remember really wanting to date the witch in the first game.
I remember that you were all about it.
It was entirely based on the aesthetics and the fact that she was a witch, so...
Look, just know your type. That's fine.
Hi, I'm Duncan. I like to date witches.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not joining Witch Daters Anonymous, just FYI.
Well,
I
maybe
don't,
you
Yeah.
should.
I don't
now
think
I'm-
this is a problem. You think this is a problem.
I now like the Slayer, the Witch, and Milo. They're my favorites in the current monster camp.
Yeah, we should definitely. I just want to just have some monster camp times sometime.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, are you? Oh, no, you're usually playing games Thursdays with Shay. Shay and them, right?
yes, yeah. I can like if you drop a better offer on the table, like my Thursday thing is not. I'm not committed to it. You know, it's just
Okay.
game night.
Because since the quarantine, the extra level of quarantine is down, I cannot go visit Esty on Thursday.
Okay. So do you
So,
wanna maybe hang out and play some Mon Prom?
That's
Some
what I'm
Mon Camp? I guess we
thinking.
can't call it Mon Prom if we're playing Mon Camp.
Yeah, it's Mon Camp.
Yeah, sounds great. Tucky,
Yeah,
if you wanna join us.
Yeah, you are welcome.
On Thursday?
Yes. Probably
I
up.
It would be like 7:38.
I will consult my life. I don't know. I probably don't have anything going on. Do I have anything going on? I can't remember. Because we don't have games till this weekend.
Well, so I know on Friday we're all gonna get turned.
Yes. That's a plan.
And then got microscope on Saturday. Oh my god, I'm gonna get turned and then have to get up on Saturday and play microscope. Oof. Okay, that's gonna be a time.
It's gonna be great.
So yeah, that's what I know. And then on the 28th there's something, but that's in like 2 weeks' time. That's the quiet year.
Yes.
Oof. I need to do a thing. I keep on meaning to put a thing for like the next 3 months worth of one-shot games that I'm gonna do. I know which games I want to do.
Yeah.
But I want to make a pretty picture for it or something, so it will be easier to find in the pins.
I found something I don't like about it.
About what?
Oh, my
About
art.
her art.
Oh.
This needs to be like this because it looks like his shoulder is broken, and I can't have that.
Oh no.
No, it still kind of looks broken. Maybe if I. Maybe. Oh no. Oh no. I found. I'm not happy.
Oh, well, I'm definitely not a real artist now because I named one of my layers.
Oh no. Mine are.
There.
I named like some key layers, and then the rest is just all can get fucked.
I'm on layer 34.
I think 15. Yeah, 15's my highest. I've definitely been making real trashy layers.
I have 5 layers, and one of them has the original art on. But also because I'm like, I knew I was just working on this for 2 hours. I wasn't going to be working on this for weeks.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's like, this is fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm not going to finish this properly anyway, so...
Definitely not.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start doing a thing where I start doing pixel art more often so that I can do it quickly and consistently.
Oh my god, I forgot about the cow from Jesse's play. I'm so excited to play this. I hope we get that event. I hope we get any event with the cow in it. He's great.
Oh, is that the outfit? Oh no, it's the one in the trailer. Okay, I know which thing you're talking about. It's the thing from the trailer.
I don't know if it is. I was watching Jesse play and they got this amazing thing, and it's so good. It's so good. And I just saw a picture of the cow again. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about the hearts. Play this away.
Man,
Oh, this guy's cute.
one day I'm gonna work on lo-fi witch dating again. It's gonna happen.
I believe in you. I'm here for it.
I need to find a writer. I mean, I need a prototype, so I have something to throw at a writer, but I need to find a writer.
I'll write it. Don't worry about it.
I have this phenomenal problem that I'm like, I want to make a dating game, but dating games are mostly writing, and writing is something that is not one of my strengths.
Everything's gonna be fine. Ugh.
No, I'm doing that pixel art thing where like the shape of the silhouette isn't right, but if I backfill the pixels to make the silhouette right, everything just kind of merges into each other. Everything just like squishes into each other, and it doesn't have a distinct form at all. I need to look at this picture of this Heartless. Man, is there nothing else on the like little Heartless except for the eyes? I thought they had like markings on
the
or
basic
something.
Heartless? Yeah. No, the basic Heartless is just the little eyes.
Oh, no, they do. They do have some shading on. They do have some areas that are like lighter blue. They're not just like pure black.
Okay, that's what you're talking about. Not design.
I just like any kind of detail whatsoever. Because I've drawn this on and I'm like, it just looks flat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously it looks flat because it's all one color.
I mean, you could just be like, it's on the wall because they go flat and on the wall.
No. I don't dig it. Not at all.
You dig it.
I'm gonna post the first video of the mystery skull.
Nice.
And then you'll be like, oh, this is really interesting and really amazing. And the newest video, they really stepped up the animation on it.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna have that thing where I can't tell.
I really like the first one and the third one. They're my favorites.
I'm gonna have to sit down and just like rewatch the series again.
I already did that like twice since the new video came out.
So yeah, here's the thing with the Mystery Scrolls video is that they're making these animated music video like stories. It's like the Daft Punk Interstellar movie.
Yep.
But imagine if each song came out individually over like...
It was like an episode.
Over like 4 or
2
5 years.
2 years each.
I
looked it up. It takes approximately 2 years per episode to come out.
Yeah, 2 years to make 5 minutes of animation, but like 5 minutes of
really beautiful animation that timed so well with the music.
But yeah, because of that, it's like 2 years have passed, and because it's a story, you're like, oh, I now have to rewatch everything to like understand what's going on.
It. I'm rewatching it right now.
Oh, this is too bright. It needs to be darker. It needs to be blacker. Now it's indistinguishable from the actual black. It also got me to buy some Mystery Skulls albums, so I guess it worked.
Yeah. I mean, I like what I've listened to, but I've only really listened to the ones that have animations.
Can I complain about Google Play Music for a hot minute? I know you guys are probably tired of complaining me about this, but it's really annoying me. And now I'm talking about buying those Mystery Skulls albums. It's come back to me. Is that like obviously I had to move all my shit off of Google Play Music because of them being terrible. And I moved like 700 albums over to my computer, and I had to list all the stuff that I didn't own. I didn't own like 30 things.
Wow.
Like fucking 12 hours of migration for not buying 30 things was just like not value at all. My subscription fee to play music doesn't even cover that.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've listened to 700 albums in my life.
I'm pretty sure a bunch of that music is like music that I've not yet listened to. Like, I have a bunch of experiences where I'm like, hey friends, we should trade music, and we trade like a bunch of music files around, and some of it I'll listen to it, and some of it I won't get round to it because it's buried in my pile of like 1,500 albums.
When I was younger, I would find one song and then download the whole discography because I was like, yeah, I like the song, and I'd never listen to the discography.
Correct.
I mean, that's the only real way to own or to pirate music, right? Is to not listen to any of it except for the one song.
Yes, there's so many things that I only know one song of. It's like, just have no idea.
But yeah, I definitely own like a bunch of Metallica albums, and I haven't listened to all the albums, and a bunch of MGMT albums that I haven't listened to. I just started listening to the Pigeon Detectives because I was like, I found it when I was going through my music and was like, let's find out what this is. They're not actually pigeons, so I'm disappointed.
I mean, how could you not be?
Like, yeah, wow, somebody actually found some pigeons that could play music. That is exciting.
I think so.
There we go. This character has shading on them too. Man, I miss just coloring things.
I love coloring. Coloring's my fucking jam.
I like shading.
That's like a thing from the zeros and 90s I miss, is being part of an internet forum with artists who'd be like, hey, just color this line art, go wild, I want to see what you guys do, and I just color something to worry about making the lines nice.
I used to be part of a DeviantArt group where it was every month there'd be a line art contest, and then there'd be a coloring that line art contest the next month with the winner.
Hell yeah. Extremely here for this.
Man, I very nearly went on my DeviantArt account the other day to upload that JoJo's character template.
Oh.
I thought better of it though. Yeah, Eve, I can send it to you if you like. You can make your own like stand. You know the stand interstitials they show. Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. She lurks a lot, so.
I don't actually lurk that much on DeviantArt anymore.
I didn't even know you still used DeviantArt.
Not super. Like, I don't post there anymore, really.
I'm not even sure who DeviantArt is really for, because
Sonic fan artists.
So here's the thing: is that they seem to really push their like prettiest to most professional art on the front page, but all the professional artists have all moved off to like Artbox or whatever it's called. Is it Artbox?
ArtStation, I think.
Yeah, ArtStation. That's what you.
So, every single time, so I on Facebook I have DeviantArt liked, and so they're constantly posting absolutely beautiful art, and so that's what makes me want to kind of go back, but I never do.
Fucking.
They're trying to trick me into it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's my overall DeviantArt confusion these days, is just like who actually uses DeviantArt, because I'm pretty sure it's not the people who DeviantArt want me to think uses DeviantArt.
No.
And definitely not actual deviants. Or if there are actual deviants, you don't see them on the front page. Please don't talk about actual deviants on DeviantArt.
There's 100% definitely actual deviants on DeviantArt. I mean, of course it depends on your definition of deviant.
Oh no, I guess you're stuck with these very large hands now. You need to live with them because there's 6 minutes. Actually, I'm just going to stop. It's fine. I was going to call it quits. Oh. Stretch my arms. I should have got water before we started doing this.
You fool.
Yeah.
Fool indeed. I got a beer before we started.
That's like water.
It is.
It's water with attitude.
Hell yeah.
The attitude of I've just sat around with hops in me for a while.
This isn't particularly hoppy. I do like hops though, but this ain't it.
Yeah, my Canadian whiskey turned out to be pretty decent, so I'm happy about that.
Oh?
Maybe not as decent as the price, the cost. But still,
Shit.
it's not like top shelf stuff, but it's nicer than what I'd regularly get. So I definitely say like the differential was worth the extra $20 or whatever.
Nice.
For the novelty of it. I'd buy it again.
Excellent. I'm definitely not fancy. I used to sometimes be, and now I'm like, no.
I'm a fancy whiskey boy. I'll only drink not fancy whiskey in cocktails.
I drink.
Oh yeah. That's nice.
The closest thing to alcohol I drink.
I have tons of friends who don't drink.
You just ordered fancy tea though, right? Because you were asking me.
Yeah, but I don't consider tea closer to alcohol than juice, because at least juice is like wine but not fermented.
She's fucking got you there.
I'd say, okay, so here's my tea drinks parallel is we were talking about, like, when you talk about alcohol and being like a fancy, like an alcohol connoisseur, tea has that same level of connoisseur.
Oh, okay. So you can be just as
about it, where
you about it,
where you can be picky about like what kind of tea you drink and what kind of brand you drink and that kind of stuff. Whereas,
we had that great tea discussion the other day.
Dude, that was great, man. I learned a bunch of tea stuff from the room's tea fanciers.
I got what's it called? The press thing?
French
press. Yeah, I got one of those.
It sounded like you said I got depressing, and I was like, what?
No, the French thing.
The French thing.
I knew it was called French something, but I wasn't sure what. But yeah, I got one of those, and I've been using that for my tea, so I'm extra fancy.
Ooh, French presses.
I definitely use them.
French presses are really fucking good. They're rad. Love them.
I bought it because our coffee pot broke, and Ryan was like, I don't have coffee tomorrow. And I was like, well, why don't we buy a French press? He's like, no. And I'm like, I'm gonna buy a French press, and then he never used it.
I mean, he did warn you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But he's the kind of guy who'll be like, no, because he doesn't want to try it. And then once he tries it, he's like, this is the best thing ever.
I'm pretty sure I could have, if I'd known, I could have just given you guys a French press. I'm pretty sure I have like 2 French presses in my cupboard, one of which I had when Mona was living with me, so it's like too big for one person. But I guess now you're the only person who uses your French press, yeah.
Granted, I typically make 2 cups. My French press is a single cup French press, so I like do it, and then I fill. So I'll do the French press part of it. I'll pour it into my tea, and then I will pour more hot water. And I'll let it sit while I drink the already pressed tea.
So you drew Damix. Is Damix the guitar guy?
So.
He's a monster just generally, because fighting him is really annoying.
I know, his fucking water. That's what I should have drawn. I should have drawn like a water clone behind him.
Yeah, I assume you've not played Kingdom Hearts, Tucky.
I've watched
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, this guy appears as a boss, and his mechanic is he makes a bunch of water clones of himself.
He himself is really easy to fight, but he creates a bunch of water clones, and you have to kill them in the stupid time limit, or you lose for reasons.
Also, to make a pull that like only I will be able to verify, he is the Mike Townsend of Kingdom Hearts. Like nobody likes this guy.
Shut up.
Nobody in Kingdom Hearts likes this guy. Lots of fans of Kingdom Hearts like this guy, but like one of his main traits is how unlikable he is. So yeah,
he's just like a lazy bum who will avoid work and shove it off on other people.
So
Perfect.
he's the Michael Townsend of Kingdom Hearts. I keep forgetting this character's name. I did the Demon Hunter, but then I replaced her ghost with the little babby Heartless because they're cute. Because they're like cats that will eat your heart.
Oh, I love it. I like that a lot.
And they don't have any legs because I got as far as the legs and then I gave up. And Taki made the Monsters Inc. monsters.
I'm loving Sully's face. I love Sully's face.
Yeah.
Mike's so handsome.
I'm not good at drawing like guy lips. They always end up looking like a woman.
I don't know. I managed to pull it off, I think.
You did.
I didn't even give Mike lips. I am proud of the fact that I managed to give him a cocked eyebrow with only one eye.
Yeah.
That's currently what I'm happy about.
I like these Kingdom Hearts characters. These are the real Monster University characters.
That's right.
Wasn't there that weird thing because people kept on personifying the ponies from My Little Pony as humans that eventually they had the movie where they were actually humans. This is like that, but
So that movie is not very good, but My Little Pony actually has a really good movie. Just want to point that out.
I don't know if I've seen it.
I've seen like it's a decent show. That's my I don't like I only understand its popularity on the internet as being like driven by ironic detachment.
So the good My Little Pony movie is like Disney levels of animation, not like your typical episode.
But the actual show hit for me like some of those early children's cartoons that had jokes that landed really well for adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not that you're going to watch this and be like, hey, wow, this story and characters have a surprising amount of depth. They're like, this is tolerable, and also this show is kind of funny sometimes, in a laugh in the inside kind of way. In a way that you're not going to laugh and then have to explain to your child why you laughed.
Which is the best kind.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's still watching, but if they are, next week's mystery show, I don't know what we're doing. We're going to do something. It's going to be cool. Yeah, it's a mystery to everyone, including me.
It's a mystery.
Oh, no.
No. Get out. That's awful.
No. I do want to do a quick shout out to Atlas. He's another YouTuber. He shouted us out, so I wanted to say.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
He streams games.
He was playing Inmost, right?
Yeah, when I was watching him, he was playing Inmost.
Man. Damn, we didn't
get to do the whole thing.
We didn't get to do
and
an
most of the time,
show.
If you watch that video and he's responding to someone, it's mostly me.
It turns out that like nobody streams Barotrauma, and then people who do stream Barotrauma are kind of frustrating. I was trying to get some tips last night.
But she records it.
Okay. No, I was just trying to find some like tips on how to play, and I just like couldn't find any content, which is just wild to me. Like even when I was into Ring of Pain and like almost nobody's playing Ring of Pain despite it being really good, I could find some content that was like pretty watchable. I think it's going to take off now because one of the big StarCraft 2 players was playing it.
Oh, okay.
Dude, their drawing cards feature is so good. I'm going to shill real hard for Ring of Pain because I love that game.
It is very good. I was into it.
Anyway, if you're watching, thanks for doing that. Thanks for checking out our show. Come back next week for the mystery show. The mystery. Please stop saying that.
Never.
Yeah, no, I know. Check out our Instagram. Click the follow button on. I don't know if there's a button on Twitch, subscribe, ring that bell,
You
YouTube.
can tell us.
Yeah,
What?
I've been streaming on Twitch, and I still don't know what the thing is
Oh,
that you.
there's a follow button.
Okay,
on there.
there is a follow
Subscribing
button.
is the thing you pay for, which is why now on YouTube they have to tell you that subscribing is free.
Ah, all right.